It is July 6th, 2017, and some of you are asking for continual updates on the progress and maintenance of our boat. So here's another one for you. We're down below inside the main cabin, and as you can see, it is just totally strewn with parts, and our luggage is here, and line is out, and there's some shoestring potatoes on the table there that we brought that we can't find anywhere. And everything from the cockpit locker is here, and even our outboard Yamaha engine is sitting here waiting to be put back on the back deck. And Linda's taking a break, and she's doing something on the laptop, I don't know. And our V berth way up there is just stuffed with odds and ends. And why is it like this? Because we gave the boatyard 5 projects to do, and they had 8 months to do it in, and none of them got done.
Michael,
so we're at the
miscommunication.
Linda and I are having a discussion. Wait a minute. So what it is that they are getting it done, but now we have to kind of put up with everything. But that's okay. Oop, and I just knocked my head. So one of the projects here is this head here, and you see those valves right there. Well, they were supposed to change a brass fitting because in Turkey they screwed that up too, and they put in a wrong brass T for the head. And if you go up here in our cockpit, you can see stuff all over the place, and everything that you saw down below goes into this cockpit here, if I can lift it, and way down there again is where all this gear goes. So it's kind of like controlled chaos. Let me fix this line. And that's that project. Oh, and by the way, down below there, underneath my feet here, is the engine. And in Turkey, they built a hydraulic line to fix the oil leak that we had. And we ordered a steel replacement for it from Yanmar Engines, and it's the wrong one. So they're trying desperately to find a part. Outside, it's as bright as can be, and what we're doing here is we're sanding and replacing our teak decks, and they're being sanded, and the screws are being replaced. And let me show you what that looks like real quick. Going down here, you might see the deck, and there are plugs there hiding screws, and see that one's missing. So we love our teak decks, but they're very heavy for a boat, and they're very hot. But boy, underneath your feet, it's the best grip you can possibly have. And if you're at sea for a long time, this is what you want. So we also just had a rigger come and check all our rigging on our boat. And this guy was as thorough as can be. You see these stays, they call them. These are stainless steel, and they support the entire mast all the way up to the top. And there are stainless steel cotter pins in there, and there are also turnbuckles down below here. These come up right here, and there's a turnbuckle there, and these go right through the deck. And these are under compression, and after so many years, about somewhere between maybe 12 and 15 years, you have to change the entire rigging system. But this rigger was so good. Here's our boom. He said, you don't have to do anything at the moment. Everything looks really solid. After all those miles that we put on sailing all around the world, this little fitting right here is called, right here, is called an articulator, and this is going to be replaced because it's worn. And he caught it, and I was very impressed. And no rigger that we've ever had inspect our boat has ever looked at any of the stuff or told us any of the stuff. So he checked everything. Even our lines here, he went all the way up the mast on this line. And this line right here, our main halyard it's called, is made of Kevlar. He says, I have no problem going up your mast with that. He says it is strong as ever, and it was put on the boat brand new in 2003. So we're looking really good. We've got some projects to do. The boatyard is working feverishly to get it all done. Oh, and by the way, let's look at one more project here. And we're gonna go downstairs here to ground level. Down the ladder if I don't break my neck with the camera. Let's just see here. Okay, I told you I wasn't going to paint the boat, and here it is. It's all painted. They masked off the white waterline stripe that we have on it, but when you paint the boat, it looks brand new again, and he did a pretty good job. I may have done better, but it's okay. He got it done. I did a really good job in Israel last year, painting and putting on layers of paint, and I just took my time. And here's the keel of the boat. Looks really, really good. Everything looks really good. I'm pleased. Okay, and I have to put a little zinc fitting right here for the prop, and I have to put these little zinc anodes right here, and that's for corrosion and electrical current that finds its way through the boat, and they wind up on these zinc fittings. And here's our nice rudder here. It looks all good, all good. So I'm giving you a short little tour here, and we're gonna go after lunch in a few minutes to check in the office to see how things are going, and hopefully we should be in the water by tomorrow, and then we have to straighten everything out. So thanks for bearing with everything, and we'll talk to you again.